Snapshot, your look into what is currently taking place within Virginia's apartment industry. Thank you for joining us for our first inaugural program. We plan to come to you each month with a new interview guest and updates on what is happening across VAMA's affiliate network. Our sponsor for this month's program is Apartments.com. Before I introduce you to today's special guest, I want to bring you up to speed by highlighting just a few of the things happening across our affiliate network. Starting with the Blue Ridge Apartment Council out of Charlottesville. On November 14th, Grimes Creasy with the law firm of Johnson, Ayers and Matthews will be presenting a seminar on collections in the apartment industry. Also, BRAC members should be sure to mark their calendars. They don't want to miss the holiday luncheon and silent auction taking place on December 11th at the Boar's Head Inn. The Valley Landlords Association will be holding their next membership meeting on November 5th. And the Shenandoah Valley Apartment Association will hold their holiday event on December 13th at the Eagle Carpet. New River Valley's Apartment Council is hosting their monthly meeting November 8th and their annual holiday banquet on December 6th. The Roanoke Valley Apartment Association has their membership meeting November 15th at the Roanoke Country Club, followed by their holiday party on December 20th. In the Hampton Roads area, the Hampton Roads Apartment Council will hold their next morning coffee on November 30th. And on December 6th, we will hold a seminar on understanding revenue management software, followed by a year-end holiday party and a mini trade show. Lastly, the Central Virginia Apartment Association will be holding a Virginia Fair Housing Certification Program on November 13th and their holiday cocktail reception on December 11th. For more information on VAMA or any other events within VAMA's affiliate network, please see more online at www.vamaonline.org. Now, I would like to take a moment to introduce you to today's special guest, Dwight Dunton, founder and president of Bonaventure Realty Group. Welcome, Dwight.
Thanks for having me, Stephanie.
Absolutely. Dwight, let's start off by you telling us a little bit about you and your wonderful company.
Well, great. I appreciate being here today. It's exciting to be the first guest in this series. I think you guys are going to have a lot of success. But I'm Dwight Dunton. I founded Bonaventure Realty Group in 1999 in Alexandria, Virginia, and we have been fortunate enough to grow to cover not only the Northern Virginia, Richmond, and Hampton Roads market, but also Columbia and Charleston, South Carolina. We've got about 6,000 apartments, and my most favorite statistic is we have about 155 wonderful associates throughout our organization.
That's wonderful. Now, over the course of 10 years now, you've really developed so many new acquisitions, you've taken on so many new projects and developed such a wonderful company. So today I want to take a little bit of an opportunity to talk more about the new developments that you have going on, some of your new acquisitions, and maybe you can tell us more on how to get there for anyone also in the industry that's looking to take on new developments.
Well, I hope that no one's disappointed because I really don't have a magic wand and there is no one secret to success, but I'll be happy to share some of our experiences. You know, in the last decade, you've seen the highs and lows of the economy and the real estate cycle, from a housing boom where you couldn't give away apartments to now, even if you're Donald Trump, you can't get a mortgage. And all that has affected the apartment business in ways that no one ever anticipated. And so I think the thing that's been really our key to success has been to constantly roll with the punches, never be satisfied with what you're doing today, and always strive to do something better tomorrow. We started out acquiring properties when that was a great business plan, and we've moved into developing some really amazing high-end boutique properties that I don't think anyone envisioned people would be looking for in rental. They're really condominium quality these days.
One of the things I've noticed when looking at your new developments is the amenities that you put within them. They're very standout, where you're just competing in a whole nother league. Can you tell me a little bit about your thought process when it comes to adding these amenities for your residents?
Absolutely. First of all, I'm glad that someone else likes them as much as I did. One of the things that has really changed is the demographic of the renter. I think in previous generations, people rented in order to get into being a homeowner. Now the psychology of the Gen X and Gen Y generation Also, the empty nesters from the baby boomers is they don't want to necessarily own a home. They want the convenience and the flexibility of renting an apartment, and what they're looking for is a lifestyle. And so they don't want a roof, they want an amazing experience where everything that they could want in a resort-style setting is right at their front door. And so we've started offering outdoor kitchens, gas grills, huge exercise room, group fitness areas. Granite is now a standard product in all of our properties, stainless steel appliances. And really the thought is that that's what they're looking for. But more than that, if you look at it, the people that have the college degrees and the highest disposable incomes have the most ability to pay. And not only can they afford the rents, they want those things. And so that's where we're going, is really after where the demand is. And demand is growing in that segment of high-end renters and high earners.
Wonderful. Now, something I've noticed too is you are down in the beach area. Why that area? And for those looking for those new developments right now, how do you know what area is going to be the right area?
Well, I'll let you know in like 30 years if I was right. But there's a lot of great places to develop. We went down to the Virginia Beach Tidewater area about 7 years ago when our home territory of Washington, D.C. became the top on every institutional investor's list, and they really drove down the returns, because ultimately this is an investment and it's about earning a return on your capital. And so we found that the returns were better down there. And it's a great place to be. You've got the beach, obviously. You've got stable employment with the military bases and the government representation, all the support for those installations. And then you've got the Chesapeake Bay and Atlantic Ocean. So you really run out of land quickly. You're in the water. So all those things really bode well for development. Now, right now, today, on January 2nd, Virginia is supposed to lose 200,000 jobs with the sequester. And a large portion of those are slated to be in the military bases in the Hampton Roads market. So that is a huge unknown. Last night in the debate, the president said that will never happen. So I hope he's true to his word, because Virginia can't afford those kind of cuts, and that would be devastating to the economy down there. So we are cautious that our politicians will do the right thing.
Absolutely. Hopefully they're telling the truth there. What do you think the biggest challenge is whenever taking on a new acquisition? Obviously, there's going to be a lot of challenges involved with it, but what is your biggest hurdle when taking on a new project?
Really, our biggest challenge and opportunity is people. The location is what it is, the bones of the building, all those you can assess. And in our company, what we've really focused on is distinguishing ourselves through service. And that service is provided by our staff, the ones that care for our residents and customers, that take their house and make it a home, go from providing shelter to providing a living experience and lifestyle. So that's what we really look for, is matching the right person with the right community so that we can really provide an excellent environment for our customers.
How fantastic is that? You don't hear that every day. Wouldn't you agree that quality is more important than quantity in terms of properties in your portfolio?
Yeah, it's amazing. I frequently get asked to tell people what's in the future, how big are we going to be, and everyone is looking for, are you going to have 40 communities, 50 communities, 20,000 units? And I say, we just want to be very profitable and provide the best experience for our customers. And so if that means we never grew the Bonaventure family, that would be fine. We're really focused on doing it our way, and to do it in a way that we can continue to provide the level of service that our customers expect.
Absolutely. You wouldn't want to drop that service, because that's what your company stands for.
Absolutely.
So it would change things completely. Now, how do you really decide on important factors like price, like location? We talked a little bit about it when you were talking about leaving the D.C. and Northern Virginia area and you're heading towards the beach area. What's next? What location is going to be the next big thing?
Well, we've had a history of zigging when others zag. So really, for us, it's a combination of factors. You can have a location that's off the beaten path and be very successful, because that will appeal to someone who's looking for a little bit quieter experience. Or we've just opened a project in the Greenbrier market in Chesapeake called Aura at Town Place, and that is in the middle of the action. There's a bar across the street that's open till 2 a.m. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and that appeals to a different set of clients. So the key is to really understand what your competitive proposition is for each property and be able to exploit that, to market it towards your customers in order to be successful.
Now, thinking about centrally here in the Virginia area, we do have the short pump, which is, obviously
Yep.
it's really big and upcoming and has been for years now. And we're hearing so much now. New companies are coming in from New York and upper state, and they're putting these developments here in addition to some companies that are already here.
Yep.
So how do you think about that? Do you see that as more competition? Do you think I need to break specifically into that area, or I'm just going to do what works for us?
You can't be everywhere, and there's lots of opportunity in this business for a lot of companies. For us, we like to see competitors coming into the market because we feel like a rising tide lifts all boats. If you have high quality, competent competitors, then it's going to help your product compete. Whereas if you have someone who's somewhat I don't want to use incompetent, but someone who's not acting rationally, that actually can hurt you. So if they are inappropriately pricing their product or they're not offering the right service, it just brings down the whole market. So we'd rather have a lot of high quality competitors coming into a market. I feel like that raises the caliber of the game and the expectations of clients, and we expect to benefit from that in the long run. In the short term, if you have 3 properties coming online around the corner from you and they're all competing for a limited pool of residents, that's a challenge. But over the long term, I think it helps all the markets. So in Richmond, we see that the downtown market is growing rapidly, and I think that's a reflection of the demand from the clients. The customers want that lifestyle. Same thing in Short Pump. That's what we call suburban urban, meaning that it offers the urban lifestyle, but in a more suburban car transit-oriented location. And we find those throughout all the metropolitan areas that's something that's cropping up.
Now, you touched on something really sensitive there when you talk about price, because I feel like that is such a huge mistake that so many companies make when they talk about these new developments. They want that return on investment and they want it immediately. And so they go into it thinking, I'm going to charge way more than what possibly that market shows at that time.
Yep.
And so what is the best advice you can give for that?
Our business is really good at forgetting their 4 Ps in marketing, and price is only one of them. Place, promotion, and people are the other 3. And when you're coming in and designing either an acquisition or a ground-up development, you've got to look at all 4 Ps, and price is one component of that. And you can be the price leader, meaning you have the highest price, if your other Ps are right. If you've got the right place, you've got the right marketing campaign in terms of promotion, and you've got the right people servicing your clients. So I think that we do it to ourselves on the up, meaning we try to charge too much for what our product is, and then we're too quick to discount by offering 1 month free. 1 month free, that's 8.5%. Is that the right number? Could it be 5%? Does it need to be 10%? It's just we get lazy and we say 1 month for everybody.
Right.
And so I think price is an often overlooked component that as an industry we do very poorly at. But with the new revenue management tools that are coming out, I think we are finally catching up to other industries such as hotels, automobiles, and airlines at really thinking through our pricing strategy.
Well, fantastic. Dwight, it's been an absolute pleasure to speak with you today. I hope that all of our viewers can take a moment to go to Bonaventure Realty's website, check out everything they have to offer with all of their new acquisitions, and get some great tips.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate being your inaugural guest and look
Absolutely.
forward to seeing the rest of this series in the months to come.
Please join us next time for VAMA Snapshot.